Well, hey, Life Group leaders, I am coming to you from what is now Mauer family headquarters. And there's a couple reasons for that. First of all, as you know and have learned and are likely experiencing yourself, this is where church is happening. I get to be not only now the pastor relationally over a ministry area, but as always, I get to be pastor over my wife with my kids and do church at home like you did this past weekend. And so I wanted to just take a few minutes to communicate with you some news and then also some training for how to do this well as a group leader. You know, the reality is this started as something far away and what seemed like an unfortunate epidemic in some places that we may have visited or read about. And now it's on our doorsteps. For some of us, like we're being told, the doorstep is as far as we will get to go. Maybe now or in the near future. And so it's definitely a new and weird season that we're in, but I just want to encourage you to be peaceful, to be patient, and to trust in God. To pray for the health of those in the world who aren't as fortunate with medical care, but also for those who are in our backyard who may be seeking or need care soon. Also those that are providing care. For their fatigue and for their fears and anxiety. The reality is, though, that this too will pass, and we have a role to play in how we walk through it. You know, the church has survived far worse. You know, the Black Death in the 1300s, the bubonic plague in the 1600s, the Spanish flu in about 100 years ago. And I just say that not to suppress what is a very real thing now, but to say that God is faithful and his church is resilient. And so we're considering and trying to communicate as often as we can what you can do and what we will do to take care of others. But specifically in group world, what does it look like when our connections in small life groups are the kind of connections that we have as our expression? When we can't meet together on Sundays for mutual worship or encouragement or teaching. And so I'm going to give you a couple quick ways to do this digitally, but also ask, the most important thing you can do now is remember that church isn't content. While there is a great need for teaching and for lessons and for studies and for gathering around the Word of God, that's not the church. The church is our connections, and we can still communicate and collaborate and care for one another. And so I want you to know we're here to help. And so what we're going to do is keep pointing you to our online services, to Right Now Media, to digital ways to connect, but we want you to actually have a really healthy group experience when you do that too. I'm going to share an extra video for how to do your online group, how to migrate from meeting together to meeting online. And I want you to check out that training video. You'll see it linked separately. But in the interim, I want you to do this. You're probably already doing it, but we're asking more than ever for us to shepherd well and for you to lead well means to reach out. And so if you haven't already, here's what we're asking you to do. Call, contact, reach out, text, check in on your group members, see how they're doing, see how their family members are doing, and if they need any assistance, whether that's with food, with groceries, with prescriptions, or just someone to talk to, you can reach out to them. And if they need help, point them back to firstchristian.com/inthistogether. We have a place where we've set up where people can indicate their needs, or you individually as a family or as a group can help meet those needs by packing groceries, delivering things, praying for one another. We want to be the church, and this is a special time where we get to do the business of being the church in the ways that we've been prayerful for. We'll be in touch, we'll be communicating, but if there's anything that we can do, reach out to us. We love you, we're praying for you, and look forward to learning how we grow together even in this tough time. God bless.